Dr. Frank Turek, who was one of Charlie Kirk's closest friends and was with Charlie when he tragically passed away. We haven't forgotten about Charlie. Certainly haven't. We've been speaking about him pretty much every single day on this show to keep his memory alive because he was a very important man and he did a lot of good for our society. And another man that has done a lot of good for our society is Dr. Frank Turek. And while he was with Charlie, when he passed and he saw Charlie not there, it would appear that lots of Charlie's close friends and family have spent a great deal of time offline. They haven't really been looking at what people have been saying, what Candace Owens has been saying. And the difference is, I want to show you Dr. Frank Turek's response when asked about Candace Owens' comments and how he hasn't really been paying too much attention to them versus Megyn Kelly. Now, the difference is, I'll tell you quite plainly, Dr. Frank Turek is a very godly man who knows the Bible. And he knows exactly what's right and what's wrong. And he's not afraid to call things for what they are. And I think we need more godly men like Dr. Frank Turek that look at a situation, what Candace Owens is doing about his friend, Charlie Kirk, and the lies that she's been spreading, the actual hatred that is coming from that woman. I think everyone should have the same response that Dr. Frank Turek has. Have a watch of this.
Sucks too, because you listen to people like Candace Owens, like right now with her conspiracy theories and stuff, and like, I don't know, man, I'm getting more and more thinking the best thing that could happen to humanity is the internet could go down.
Yeah, as soon as we lose Wi-Fi, we're all upset, but that might be the best thing that happens to us. By the way, I haven't followed a lot of what Candace Owens has done, but I will say what I have seen, there's a difference between a possibility and evidence for a possibility. You can speculate on anything you want, but unless you have evidence, shut up. Okay? Because all you're doing is causing dissension among the brothers, which is something the Lord hates. If you want to present a possibility and say, well, this could be true, okay, it could be true, but don't accuse people for doing something for which you have no evidence. I heard today, I guess I hadn't seen it myself, but I heard today she was judging people who didn't act the right way. I don't know if anyone did. Has anyone seen this video? She, according to Candace Owens, these people did not act the right way after Charlie's death. Like my friend Mikey McCoy, the brilliant 24-year-old who at the time when Charlie was shot was 23 and was a hero that day. He apparently didn't act the right way according to Candace Owens. He didn't act normal. Newsflash, there is no normal when you're in shock. There is no normal when an abnormal thing happens. Some people are going to act one way, other people are going to act another way. You don't know how you would react. I didn't know how I would react. The only reason that I did what I did is because I thought about it beforehand. I was afraid somebody would take a shot at Charlie, and I thought to myself, if it does happen, what am I going to do? Decide now. And what I wanted to do would do anything I could to save him. In that sense, if it had to happen, I was glad I was there because now I know there's nothing I could have done. Nobody could have done anything. He was gone already. We learned that later when we got, looking at him, I thought he was gone, but it was verified when we got to the hospital. But don't say that because I'm observing, psychologists know you can't even get in somebody's head when they're on the couch. And yet you're going to judge people on video from afar? Save it. You're adding pain to people who had enough pain.
Boom. Like literally a mic drop moment. So contrast for a moment with me. Megyn Kelly. I haven't really watched much of what Candace Owens is saying about Charlie, but she's a young mom My fight's not with her. I don't think that I should be calling her out versus Frank. I haven't followed much of what Candace Owens is saying, but the stuff that I have, there's a difference between a possibility and a possibility with evidence. So if you don't have evidence, then shut up. That's what he said. Shut it. Stop causing dissension, division in the community. It's something that the Lord hates. People that are causing division with the brethren. That's what Candace Owens is doing. Someone who claims to be a follower of Christ, but yet is doing the will of the devil. She is using her platform, her God-given platform, I might add, for evil. Some people will say, oh, Candace is doing it for good because they're not using their brain. They're not using their God-given brain, I might add, to think. They're not using discernment, which all Christians should have. And I've been watching Christians side with Candace Owens, and it worries me. It really does worry me because they should know their Bible. They should know how God sees things like what Candace Owens is doing. Dr. Frank Turek points it out quite clearly. We shouldn't be saying things, speculation that is causing harm, causing grief on people that are already grieving, calling out people, making these speculatory comments that are actually going to do people harm. Last week, someone that is a Candace Owens fan, I'm not forgetting about this, was arrested for threatening to kill Seth Dillon, Laura Loomer, and Josh Hammer, who, by the way, Candace Owens has called out a number of times and accused them of being involved in the Charlie Kirk murder. Dissension among the brethren. God hates it. Pride, ego, stating things because you can state it. Doesn't make it right, but without any evidence, it makes it wrong. Doesn't it? You're adding pain to people who've had enough pain. And then he says, psychologists know you can't even get into the mind of someone that's on a couch, but yet you're judging someone from a video, no less. She wanted to go after Mikey McCoy, a 23-year-old at the time, now 24, for the way he was acting. She wasn't there. Goodness knows how Candace would have reacted in that moment. When you are in shock, certain things happen. It's fight or flight. Not many people actually know what they're going to do in a moment of shock, especially something like that involving a life that has been shot. I mean, hell, when I was almost attacked in May, my instinct at that time, I looked at the amount of people, 6 of them, and the 2 that were coming after me, not very good odds. I made the decision in that moment. Shock was coming over my body. Adrenaline was flooding through my system. Run like hell. Now, in hindsight, I think back to it and I go, well, could have I stood and fought? Probably. What would the outcome be then? Probably me dying or in the hospital. But because I chose to leg it as fast as I possibly could, it saved my life. Now, when you're in a position like Mikey McCoy and all the other people, seeing Charlie Kirk shot, your instinct would be to do what? Try and save his life. And that's what they did. But because was on the phone, he was doing the wrong thing. Turning Point is being made all the time. Like they're trying to agree, they're trying to get on with their life, but they're being made by Candace to respond, and they shouldn't have to. And she declared war on Turning Point, Erica, Kirk, Trump, the whole lot of them. She declared war yesterday. Sick psycho who's making so much money. I mean, I saw a comment today, it actually made me laugh, saying that I was jealous of Candace Owens' fame and her success. Man, that was news to me. It was very much news to me. I could not care less. Could not care less. The only reason why I'm doing this is because that woman has a massive platform and the messages that she's sending is damaging. And like Dr. Frank Turek said, save it. Save it. Anyway, I'm glad for people like Dr. Frank that are out there and can actually see through lies, that can actually tell the truth. They're few and far between nowadays. Sad. Very, very sad. Anyway, that's enough from me. But you guys take care. Be blessed. And I'll see you all in the next video.